Hey guys, so I am doing my second attempt at making an emulsified sugar scrub. Hold on. Yeah, my lighting is a little weird, but I have like this clip-on small like ring and my phone is plugged in over here, but whatever. It can only work with a USB, so it's going off of my laptop. But anyways, this is my second attempt at doing an emulsified sugar scrub. I've come to the conclusion, or not really come to the conclusion, but I realized that yesterday's didn't work because I just didn't have enough oils and butter mixed with the right amount of sugar that I was using. So I'm going to try a smaller batch only because I'm low on product. So it only makes sense to do a smaller batch and kind of just see how that goes. I have some notes here from videos that I watched, and I have like this conversion chart here from Wholesale Supplies Plus. So I'm hoping that this helps. So I'm going to show you along the way as well what I'm doing, and hopefully somebody will be able to tell me what I'm doing wrong, if it doesn't come out well, and give me some advice as to what I should be doing, what I should be doing better, because that would be great. So let's get started. I'm going to show you what I have first. I got all my stuff from Making Cosmetics. It was the first place I found in doing my research, and I thought it was amazing, so I figured I would try and order from them. So this is what their packaging looks like, and this one is stearic acid. I have cream maker, green coffee, I have some beeswax, and I have mango butter here, and I have vitamin E oil, and then I have silk protein, so I want to figure out how I can use that into my like sugar scrub. And then for my fragrance, I have a banana fragrance because I want to do like a banana scented sugar scrub. For my powder, I have this Mad Mica powder from Tennis Ball Breaker. It's very yellow, it's very neon, which I thought would be fitting since spring is, about to happen. So yeah, that's the one I want to use. That was a lot to say. I also have this carrier oil, the meadow foam oil. I don't know when I'm supposed to apply this. I don't know when I'm supposed to put it in. So that's on the side there with the fragrance. So I guess what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use the remainder of what I have, and I'm going to weigh it out. I did buy a like food scale from Target. Wasn't too bad. It's like 30 bucks, and it's glass, and it gives you like a tear effect or whatever. So I'm gonna do that. So I have it in ounces right now. So I'm just gonna write in my notebook here. Today is the 18th. 18. Experiment 2. So what I'm gonna do first is my beeswax. And my boyfriend is a chef, so he comes home with a lot of these like containers, so I'm just gonna use these for now, and then I'm gonna tear it. Alright, so that comes to 1.8 of my beeswax. So the next I'm going to do the Cream Maker green coffee. And that settles to 1.7. And then lastly, I'm doing my stearic acid. It says here on the Wholesale Supplies Plus tips section, it says to oils, butters, and stearic acid and emulsifying wax are first melted on low heat until all ingredients are liquid. So I'm assuming that's all the stuff that I have done so far. I haven't done the mango butter yet, but I'm getting there. 2 to 10%. 2% is 1 milliliter. So on the back of the stearic acid, it says usual concentration is 2 to 10%. So on their percentage conversion chart, 2% is 2 ounces or 1 milliliter. So far I only put in 1.1 ounce. And the remainder of this, the stearic acid, brings me to 1.9 ounces. And then as for the mango butter, it says 3 to 100%, so I guess essentially I could use the whole container or just a small amount of it. And if I wanted to use 3% of this, that comes to 2 ounces. So that brings me to 2 ounces. So as for my vitamin E on the bottle, it does say add to oil phase or final phase after emulsification. Typical use is 1 to 10%. So I think I'll add this if it all comes out pretty well to the emulsification part, just to be safe. Alright, so I'm just waiting for my burner to heat up, and then I'm gonna go from there, and I hope that I do this well or I did a great job. I mean, it is all about experimenting, but to be honest, I was very disappointed yesterday because I just felt like such a failure. But sometimes I have to remember that you're not gonna get it right on the first time. I mean, if you do, then congratulations, but I am someone that has always had to work like super hard at anything just to try and get it right. So anytime I get anything correct, I literally go insane. Like, I'm always like super happy and excited. But my point is that I'm usually hard on myself when I don't get something correct. So with this experiment, I'm hoping that I get somewhat closer with this new knowledge that I have from yesterday. Sometimes I talk without breathing and it drives me insane. So yeah, I'm just waiting for that to melt, and we will go from there. Also on the tips page, it says to next, the liquid is stirred and cooled to 122 degrees, and then fragrance, a preservative, antioxidants, and color are added to the liquids and mixed until they are around 80 degrees. So I just stir it until it hits 122, and then when it hits around 80 degrees, that's when I can add my fragrance. I'm not gonna add the powder to that. I'm gonna add that sort of at the end when I get the sugar ready, because I don't know how I feel about adding the powder to the liquid. I just think it's a little weird, but I could be wrong. I'll be back when that's done. Okay, so my oils and my butter have cooled down now, but it did, of course, kind of solidify on me because I let it cool down. According to the website, it said to about 122, and now it just looks like a goop. So I don't know if that's good. I kind of want to heat it up again, just so I can get more like of a oil, like a clear oil. I don't know if that's right. But at any rate, it does say that at this point I can add my fragrance, preservative, and antioxidants until it's around 80 degrees. So I'm gonna do my oils. So I'm gonna add my banana oil, which is 3 drops according to the website. 3 of that. And then I'm also gonna add a carrier oil. Again, tell me if I'm doing any of this wrong. And that is just a teaspoon, which is what I have here. added that in there. And I'm actually gonna add in my Silk Protein now. Tell me if that's wrong. And then obviously I'm just gonna mix it. But now it does look like a goop. So I think I'm just gonna heat it up a little bit because it just looks like a cream. It just looks like a cream now. So I'm gonna heat it up a little bit. So yesterday I did 2 cups of the sugar, which is where I went wrong. So what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start off with half a cup and go from there. So while I'm kind of waiting for that to heat up, I'm just gonna add in my color at this point. And I'm just gonna take the tiniest amount. I'm just gonna use a 1/4 like measuring thing and put that in there because it's already very pigmented, so I don't think I need to add a lot of color. So now I have just like this really nice yellow, sugar. Okay, I'm about to add it in. I'm so nervous. So I'm happy with how it looks. I'm actually gonna add a little bit more sugar because I have a little bit left of the oil, so I'm gonna do that. And where's my, what do I do with my little measuring set? Right in front of my face. So I think this time I'm actually gonna do a 1/4 cup of sugar instead of another half. Just this here. I will have to say I'm very, very pleased with how it looks today. That's not to say that the amount of stuff that I put in it is gonna be right, because obviously I'm going to wait a few days and see how it progresses, see if anything grows in it, or just to see what this is gonna look like after a few days. But from first glance, you know, off the bat, I'm pretty excited with how it looks. Now my next question is, I feel like there needs to be more of the scent in here. So is it okay to add more? Because I kind of want to. I feel like it's not as potent as I might want it to be. So I'm gonna add like 2 drops. And then obviously mix that in some more. All right, so I'm going to put this in a jar and then I'm gonna show you what it looks like. Okay, so this is the scrub. It's yellow. Hold on. I think that's a better picture. I mean, it's just yellow. So the texture is a little rough. I wanted it to be a little bit more creamy. So I guess that means I need to have more of my oils. So I did actually come out with more than I expected. I only have a little bit left, like in this jar. But I did fill up a full mason jar here. I actually didn't weigh it yet, but I did only get 1 jar out of the 2. So I think what my next experiment is gonna be, you guys, is I'm actually gonna go take a shower because I need to shower. And I'm actually gonna try it and see how it feels on the skin. And then I will get back to you. Okay guys, so final thoughts. Obviously I just got out of the shower, but so, okay. The scrub is not too bad. However, I will say that it's not as I guess emulsified as I would like it to be. It is sort of, it does get hard. Like, it got pretty hard on me quick. So it is one of those where I might need to like get a spoon to scoop it out. I don't know if that's necessarily good or bad, but it's just not exactly the texture that I want it to be. It's rough as it starts to cool down. So I think that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. So yeah, I just have it in my bathroom now, and I'm just going to give it a few days and see what happens, and then kind of go from there. So again, if you've seen anything in my video that you would, you know, give me advice on how to alter, or just any kind of advice on my scrub would be amazing, because I truly appreciate it. So yeah, good luck on your scrubs, your soaps, your creams, whatever it is you're working on. And thank you guys so much for helping me. So bye.